Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am the Crooked Pinky Intuitive, and I'm here to share some intuitive download messages just for you. Yes, some divine oracle messages just for you. All right, if you had a chance to check out the community board, I did post a pic or two, but the announcement is that I will be going live this Saturday, November the 25th at approximately 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're able to join me, please do. I'm going to share some of my story regarding my hands, my pinkies, hopefully to inspire someone who is struggling with self-love, self-acceptance, who feels like a reject or a misfit, who has been discriminated against because of how they look, certain differences, certain disabilities. I am here to share stories to the marginalized, the disenfranchised, those who have been mistreated, whether in the family, in the workplace, in the world, in society at large. My story is here to touch someone, and I hope that someone joins me that day. But if they do not, please turn on your notification bell so you know when the saved version of that video is uploaded and you can watch it at your own convenience. Want to take this time to thank all my subscribers for tuning in, for subscribing, for liking, for leaving comments. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me, and of course it helps with the growth of this channel. All right, I feel like I'm speaking super fast, but it's only because I do not want this video to be super long. All right, I have a overall message here that someone took your kindness for weakness, took your kindness for granted, but they didn't realize, they didn't know, they had no clue that your cutoff game was so sharp, was so strong. They were unaware of the reaction that you would have to their shenanigans. So you have someone in awe, you have someone shocked at how you are reacting or being non-reactive to them. But before I get into more of the messages, I wanted to highlight this featured find I came across today in my apartment. It's a matchstick. Okay, and you could Google matchstick, spiritual meaning, angel meaning, anything esoteric in your free time. So I'm just going to give you a few things that come to my mind as it relates to this energy that I'm feeling tapping into right now. Okay, someone is going to either be a spark or receive a spark. Okay, because that's what I get from looking at this matchstick. You are a spark, you are a light. All right, and you have the ability to light up others. You have that power to give light to others. Okay, I'm also getting that saying, when a child, I believe it's an African proverb, but when a child feels left out, they burn the whole village down. Let me Google that because I don't want to botch it, and it is coming up right now, just not in the right words, or I'm not finding the right words. But someone can't find the right words to say to you at this time, whoever I'm speaking to. Burn the village. Okay, so the quote is, "The child who is not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth." That is an African proverb. I'll say it again. The child who is not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth. I don't know who that is for, but there's someone here who is feeling ostracized, who is feeling left out in the cold, who is feeling exiled, who is feeling disconnected. And a spark is going to happen to get someone's attention. This could also be a arsonist that I'm speaking to or speaking about. Someone might be plotting arson, or someone might have experienced a house fire or something of the sort. I might be speaking to a fire sign or about a fire sign. Okay, but when I went to Google to type in matchstick to see what would come up, a movie called Matchstick Men was one of the first things that came up for the search. Okay, thank you, Spirit. We welcome you here. Thank you for these messages. Please make them clear. I can get my notes now. So Matchstick Men is a movie that came out in 2003, September 12th. So someone could be born in 2003. 2003 could be relevant to someone here. Okay, that's 20 years ago. So someone could be 20. Someone could be a Virgo born on the 12th. Okay, but it's a movie that stars Nicolas Cage. So someone could be named Nicholas. Someone could feel encaged. Okay. Again, that child who we're talking about in that proverb might feel like they're in a cage. Okay. But this movie premiered at the 60th Venice International Film Festival. So I could be speaking about a 60-year-old here. Okay, I know in my last message I spoke about something being 60 something. So someone could be celebrating the 60th anniversary of something. It could be a person's age, or it could be time. Okay, someone could be from Venice, and that's Italy, or Venice Beach. I believe that's in Cali. All right, someone could be in film studies, studying or training to be an actor or actress or a movie writer of some sort, or an author, because I believe this movie is somewhat based on a true story. This movie is by Julia Kelly. Someone might be named Julia, someone might be named Kelly. Somebody might be working on their very own memoir right now. Okay, one of the quotes that stood out from a review was, "This is a grim reality, beautiful words." So I'm getting that someone here lives a very grim reality, or their past was a grim reality. But you are now speaking about this, and the words that you're using to speak about this kind of makes your reality, even though it's grim, but it really, I'm hearing it as there's a silver lining to it, or there's a bright side to it, or the moral of the story is very beautiful. Your resilience, how you survived it, and you went from, surviving to thriving. I'm getting all that your story was meant, in your story or your experiences was really meant to take you down, really meant to kill you. But you surviving makes it really beautiful, makes your story have a beautiful ending. That's what I'm hearing. And that was according to the irishtimes.com. So someone here might be Irish from Ireland. Okay. Again, whoever I'm speaking to or speaking about has struggled with things. You have encountered many difficulties. Okay? Some of you might have obsessive compulsive disorders, that's OCD, or anxiety, depression, because from the reviews it seems like this is a main part of the movie. A character in the movie has OCD, depression, and anxiety. Okay, but this person seems to still find the strength to achieve their life goals. Someone might be named Roy or Angela. Someone might have a 14-year-old daughter. Someone might be named Allison. Okay, but there's something about this movie that strongly resonates with a person's life and life experiences who might be watching or will watch this video. Okay, and what is coming out is, it seemed like it was a treasure hunt for you, navigating life and this world with your struggles, especially with your mental disorders, your neurotic obsessions. You're still able to navigate a negative reinforcement cycle, I'm hearing. Okay, and wow, okay, you're navigating a negative reinforcement cycle. Somehow the cycle seemed to have been broken because you met someone who, I'm hearing, brought you back to life or sparked this spirit back in you. This person had healing powers, all right? Because in the movie, I'm assuming the daughter of this con artist felt as if his disorder symptoms, subsided or even disappeared when his daughter, which is a spark of inspiration, came back into his life. This is a daughter that he never knew he had. Okay, so what I'm getting is some of you are going to be shocked or surprised at arriving at a destination that you did not suspect that you will arrive act based on your dysfunctional history, based on your neurotic disorders, based on, your con artistry. You really didn't think that you will turn out to be, I'm hearing amazing grace, that you could be redeemed, you could be forgiven, you could be loved, you could be restored. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Yes, that's what I'm getting here. All right? Someone may have lost hope, may have lost spirit. Okay? But spirit is saying, just like a matchstick, you come to light simply by going through friction. Like you are like a diamond in the rough or a diamond in a refinery. You needed the friction to really come to light. You needed the heat to really mold and shape you into the person you are supposed to be. These challenges and struggles, they ignited something in you. It caused a real change and transformation. I'm hearing to go from darkness to light. The matchstick also represents the power of your thoughts and your ability to create something new and powerful with just a strike, with just one attempt, with just you trying. So much can come to light, to fruition. I'm also hearing that some of you are breaking cycles. The negative reinforcement cycle was actually a treasure hunt. It may have felt like a hamster wheel, but it was actually a treasure hunt to lead you to a bright and prosperous future, a future filled with light. Or you are a walking light and you are walking and lighting up your future as you go along. Not only that, are you a light bearer or beacon of light, but you have the ability again to light others from your light without losing your light. That's how strong of a spark you are. I'm also hearing time is of the essence. So once you spark this, once you light this, you only have so much time in the light of that idea or the light of day to get certain things done. So utilize your time wisely. Utilize the light that you have been given wisely before it runs out. That's what I'm also getting for someone here. Okay? For some of you, Spirit is saying your OCD, your anxiety, your depression is about to be treated spiritually treated. Some of you, this is just an indication of some unresolved emotion. But once you start resolving those emotions, you will see these things subside and you shall have peace. I'm hearing the peace of God shall rest and abide with you. The peace of God that passes all understanding shall be with you, whoever it is I'm speaking to. And I think those are the messages that were downloaded today for someone. Someone really may need to watch that movie, Matchstick Men. Okay, for some of you, I picked this up in another reading where there were men or a main authority figure that was really trying to keep a feminine person in a cage. Okay, so it might be some resonance there for someone or some tie-in to that last reading. Okay, I feel like there's something else about matchstick or matchstick men I should be saying. Okay, let's see. So yeah, someone needs to check that movie out. There might be some other messages in there that is for you and will speak out to you. Okay, someone here might be struggling with OCD, and perhaps something in this movie can help you in terms of treatment. Okay. Okay, so there's a character in there whose name is Roy. I believe that's the character that Nicolas Cage plays. He suffers from several mental disorders, including agoraphobia, mysophobia, obsessive compulsive disorder, and a tic disorder, not to mention the fact that he yells pygmies whenever something surprises or upsets him. Okay, so some of you might be able to relate to some of those things. Okay. Okay, so Roy, Nicolas Cage, a depressed con artist with obsessive compulsive disorder, and Frank, Sam Rockwell, so someone could be named Sam, his partner, find their line of work complicated by the arrival of Roy's teenage daughter, Angela, whose real name is Allison Lohman. Angela brings some spirit back into Roy's life, and some of his disorder symptoms seem to disappear. But when Angela wants to learn the family business and Roy allows her to assist on a big scam concerning a businessman, Bruce McGill, someone might be named Bruce here, he reconsiders his parenting techniques. So I might be speaking to a parent right now who is also reconsidering their parenting techniques, or you need to. Okay, this situation might be about a parent and teenager, how to, tackle that dynamic. I know in one of my other readings, it may have been a reading that unfortunately didn't make the cut, did not upload. But it was really speaking about parents and child, that dynamic. Okay, and there seemed to have been a father figure here that was jealous of his child. So that might also resonate with someone here. But that's all the collective intuitive messages that I have. I'm just going to pull a few cards and we'll call it a wrap. All right. Let me see what this Dream Weaver's Oracle deck has to say. And then I'll go into something else. But again, the overall message that I'm getting is someone took your kindness or weakness, but they didn't know that your cutoff game was so sharp. Ooh, how pretty. Let the fire dragons sleep. Look how beautiful this is. I love this deck, this oracle deck, simply for the illustrations. Like, look how pretty that is. So I'm going to put it on this nice little thing I found here. I spoke about it in the last video. Featured fine. But let me stare at it right now. Okay, so let the fire dragons sleep. Someone could be born on the second day or in the second month. Okay. Someone could be a Taurus. All right. Someone could have the Chinese zodiac sign dragon. Okay. Someone could be in a twin flame union, because I see the red dragon, blue dragon here. Someone might be a fan of Game of Thrones, particularly the character Daenerys, the dragon slayer or the dragon tamer. Okay. So what I'm getting from this is someone here has a lot of power, but this power is latent. I think this has a strong connection to the short I just released about someone's hidden powers are about to be discovered and unveiled. Okay, so this is what I'm also getting from this. Someone who has a lot of power, a lot of fire in them. They have the divine spark inside of them. Okay, but right now it might be dormant. Right now it might be latent, or right now it just might be at rest because the time has not come yet for you to really let the fire out. Okay, to show just how magical you are, fierce and fiery, passionate, okay, creative, magnetic. I'm getting all these adjectives to describe whoever it is I'm speaking to. You have a fire inside of you that a lot of people, and perhaps even yourself, is unaware of, because this person has their eyes closed. All right, but as you could see, it's wrapped around you. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say, whoever it is you are, your crown chakra has been activated. You are very intelligent, very intellectual. You know, you look like you are broad-minded. You look like you are a free thinker, critical thinker. Think for yourself. You know, like you trust in your own thoughts. That's why you could close your eyes. All right. You have good judgment. You're not indecisive. Okay. I'm also getting that you are balanced. You know when to use what energy for what situation. For some of you, you might be a hothead because we have the red dragon surrounding your head. So you might be a hothead, sometimes a bit haughty. Sometimes people might consider you to be even arrogant, but or think that you know it all. But the truth is, you know a lot. You might not know it all, but you seem to know a lot when you need to know it. That's what I'm also getting. I'm also getting like this transformation that you're going through, kind of like a phoenix from the flames. I don't know if you guys could see like almost like a cloud of smoke down here. All right. So you transformed. Some of you might have been, you know, cool, calm, and collected in the past, but now you're realizing you got to be a little bit more hot, a little bit more fiery and fierce, more assertive. Okay. I could be dealing with a fire sign here or a water sign. But it doesn't have to be. Okay. The signs actually are very irrelevant. Is the least relevant thing here. All right. I'm also getting some people who are really sleeping on you. Okay. You know, the little bit that you did show or a little bit that was exercised or expressed through you, they didn't think there was more from where that came from, I'm hearing. So some people were actually sleeping on you, but you also slept on yourself. Okay. But I'm also hearing I believe it's Psalms 121 or Psalms 21, something about 21. You might be born on the 21st day. Okay. But I'm hearing, even when you sleep or anybody else sleep, the heavens above never sleep. Your God does not sleep or slumber. Okay. That you're always being watched, always being protected, guarded. Your path is always being well lit up. All right. I'm hearing you are the beacon of light, and you come with a very strong force. All right. You got the force of a dragon. All right. You're very rare, unique. A lot of people think that, you know, you don't exist. All right. But you really do. That's what I'm getting here. A lot of people didn't think that you could bring it, but you always bring it, and you bring it in a very unique kind of way, a very unpredictable kind of way. So you always seem to blow people's mind. Essentially, that's what I'm getting here. I'm also getting someone who's really composed, like really composed. All right, I think that's all that I'm getting for now. I'll keep this here. Let's see what the songs deck has to say, and then I'll pull a few tarot, and then we'll call it a wrap. I think this might be a very... Okay, I'm just gonna... Okay, we have rehab on the top of this deck. Some of you might be entering rehab or leaving rehab. Some of you might be looking into rehab because you see that you do need rehab. Or if you are someone who, you know, who I spoke to or spoke about in the channel downloads about having OCD or anxiety or anything like agoraphobia, anything on that list that was mentioned in relation to Matchstick Men, the movie, and the characters therein, you might be needing rehab or some form of treatment to deal with this. Okay, you do not have to suffer in silence, and you do not have to think that these things you're experiencing, these neurological disorders or any kind of neurosis, doesn't have a treatment. Like there's a rehabilitation for pretty much anything out here. All right, the help is out there. So some of you may need to look into rehab and to take the stigma away from rehab, to encourage people to get into rehab, encourage people to just get better overall, encourage people to heal. Okay, so back to that movie, how it relates to this message is, you know, there was somebody, a beacon of light that came in and gave the spark to someone else who seemed to have been hijacked. All right, their souls have been hijacked. They don't have that divine light anymore, or the spark. Okay, so someone else came in with the light and help that person to heal, or show that person that healing was possible. And I think that is part of our responsibility, to heal ourselves and become exemplary, or an example, I think that's the better word, for others to, follow suit, to also want to heal. We need to let healing, look very attractive, even though we know that the healing process is so far from pretty. But we have to show that, we have to show the advantages and the benefits of healing, and to show what it could look like on the other side, to show what thriving looks like. Okay, I don't know who that is for, but let's continue. Okay, someone might be from Australia here, someone might be from Texas. All right, somebody might be named Monica. Somebody might drink a lot of brandy and needs to get into rehab because of alcoholism or alcohol addiction, maybe specifically to brandy, that brown liquor. Okay, but whoever it is I'm speaking to, you are destiny's child, meaning you have a destiny that is preordained for you, and you need to really walk into this destiny. All right, and I really think this is just a larger message to my 1 minute short of a person whose powers has been hidden, but once it has been discovered and activated and brought to light, it really transformed their life in the sense of getting more material and financial gain, and actually living a more opulent, bountiful and fancy life. And this includes, even love. So right now you're probably wondering, where am I getting all this? I'm looking at The Boy Is Mine, Fancy, and Bootylicious. Okay, so some of you might be really working on your bodies right now in the gym, or doing some home workouts. All right, some of you may have found yourself in a third party situation, or was possibly being juggled. All right, but you are up for this challenge. You are, you are in a competition, but you feel like it's no competition. You feel like the boy is mine because you look good. I'm hearing that you're well cultured. Fancy could also mean you have you have a fine taste in things. Knowledgeable about certain things. You have etiquette. Something about you have class. There's a class about you, and I don't really mean that in a classist, elitist, bourgeoisie kind of way. All right, but you feel like I'm getting, you can't compete where you don't compare. All right, so if you feel like you are in a competition, you're not. You feel like whoever is the prize in this situation, you feel like the prize is you and the prize is yours. Okay, that's what I'm getting right there from that. I'm not going to go too much deeper into that whole relationship kind of stuff, but you are the prize. Whoever it is you are, you're looking good right now. Things are looking up for you. Okay, look at all this power, all this fire, all this passion, all this drive. You know what it is you want, and you're going after it. Okay, and the destiny looks really bright. Look at all this yellow around here. Look what you're coming out of. You're coming out of some very dark times, some dark clouds filled with a whole lot of rain. You're making it out of your rainy season, and you're going into full sunshine. I'm hearing Natasha Bedingfield. Somebody might be named Natasha here, but you know that happy-go-lucky song that she has? No one could speak the words on your lips. Something like that. I'll pull it up in a second, but it's a really... One more, Spirit. Anything else you have to say before we wrap this up? Any closing messages? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Let me quickly get that song I'm talking about. I believe Natasha is also from the UK. Big up UK. She's a British singer. Someone might be 41 years old. Okay, the song is called Unwritten. The rest is still unwritten. Yes. Let's get some lyrics. I am unwritten. Can't read my mind. I'm undefined. I'm just beginning. The pen's in my hand. Ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. I break tradition. Sometimes my tries are outside the lines. We've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. Ooh, I love those lyrics. I love those lyrics. Okay, so that's for someone there. The rest is still unwritten. Okay? Two of Wands, you have the choice. Okay, the pen is in your hand. You decide which way you want to go. Is it up from here? All right? Is it up from here? There's a decision that some of you have to take. Are you going to trust in that divine spark within you or not? Because you cannot serve two masters here. All right. So for some of you, you are being presented with a choice, or you may have been juggling, or if it has anything to do with that movie I was speaking about, that person who had, those issues, those mental disorders, he had to make a choice in terms of his parenting. Am I going to continue in this life of being a con person, or am I going to be a decent and proper parent? All right. There's a choice that someone has to make here. All right. I might be speaking to a Aries. All right. Or a fire sign, because we have the Two of Wands. Now we have the Seven of Wands. So it could be a Aries. It could be a Scorpio. But whoever it is I'm speaking to, you are standing up for your beliefs. You are standing your ground. Okay. You are taking on the challenge, whatever it is. All right. You have a whole lot of stamina. Like I said, like I'm seeing raw energy here. Okay. You're holding your own. You're taking the high road. You're maintaining control. You're being really assertive at this time. All right. But having the Queen of Cups next to both the fire sign. Again, didn't I say I see something about fire and water? And here we have it. Fire and water. Okay. Might be dealing with a Cancer here with the water sign. But with the fire and water, that tells me you know when to bring the punches, come in with the punches. And then you also know when to kind of come in with the softness. Like you have a good balance of your emotions here. All right. You know when to go hard, when to be assertive, when to be confident. But you also know when to be, humbled and compassionate, empathizing. All right. We could also be speaking about somebody's mother here. Or mother figure. Or somebody is coming to who's going to have a great influence on you or play some kind of role in the near future. Okay. But this is really positive. You have to really make a choice. You have to stand your ground and do not let this change who it is you are on the core. Okay? This is what I'm getting. Do not let what you have been through change you. Just look at it as everything, your struggles, your adversity was almost like a treasure map to lead you to this level of maturity. Okay, I'm hearing that you learned so much wisdom from your wounds. All right, you found purpose in your pain. You see triumph from your trials, tribulations, testings and temptations. Like you look at the brighter side of things. With all this fire, I'm seeing that you look at the brighter side of things. That you have been through the fire, you have been through the refinery, and you came out very strong. You came out very strong. That life didn't make you hard. You're still very much in tune with your feminine side. You're still very caring and imaginative and loyal, supportive. Like your resilience. Oh, now I see what that quote means. Let me pull this back up, because there's something about arriving at a destination you might not suspect. So after all this hardship that you have been through, you did not expect to still have a heart that is so soft, receptive, supportive, loving, caring, kind. Okay? Your hardships didn't harden you. You had a choice and you chose the high road. You chose the high road. I'm hearing that you cut off whatever you needed to cut off to get to this place where it is you are now. That you were tested where you had to stand your ground. A lot of people thought that they could play in your face. And I'm getting this now because I got the urge to take my piano out, my acoustic piano. Some of you might be into acoustic guitars or piano players. Phone just went off. But I meant to say acoustic guitar, all right? And when I thought about that, was somebody was playing on somebody's heartstrings here, all right? Somebody was playing in somebody's face. Somebody was playing with somebody's emotion, okay? Somebody that's kept on playing, really thinking that they could continuously play with you, all right? But you cut that person off. You cut that situation off. You cut those people off. And now these people are shocked and in awe, all right? Because you did it with such grace. You remain poised. You didn't get out of character. You just decided to grow and mature and count it all as wisdom. Now I'm hearing Rihanna's quote that she has tattooed on her. I believe it says, never a failure, always a lesson. And I'm hearing that that's how you look at things too. Nothing was a failure. Everything was a lesson that built you up. That sparked a fire in you. That sparked a fire in you. I am going to wrap it up now with just one or two things from the color deck. Anything else? Give me another color, Spirit. Oh, that's the same color. Okay, I'll take one more color as well. Let's take a pink. Yep, you're living proof. You're living proof that you can survive. You're living proof that you could heal. You're living proof that you can rise again. I'm hearing 7 times fall, 8 times rise. You're living proof. Okay? You are living proof. There are no coincidences. No, there are not. Everything here is a lesson that helps you grow, self-development, personal growth, spiritual advancement. Okay? There are no coincidences. Things are happening for you, not just to you. Okay? Treasure hunt. Spirit, I love when you do this. I'm going to show you if you could see it. Treasure hunt. Treasure hunt. Okay? And the treasure hunt was you navigating negative reinforcement cycles. So going through toxic cycles, karmic cycles over and over again was actually a treasure hunt. Okay? There are no coincidences. This was a treasure hunt that led you to a bright and prosperous future filled with prosperity, filled with abundance. Look at all these blessings being rained down. This is like confetti, okay? You see that confetti there? You're being celebrated. You're being honored. You're being blessed, okay? Divine guidance plus right action equals good fortune. That's the treasure hunt. All this treasure hunting was just divine guidance. And you chose, we saw the 2 of Wands. Okay, you chose the right action, and that's why you're getting this good fortune. There are no coincidences. There are no coincidences. Thank you so much for tuning in. If any of these messages resonated, please hit the thumbs up or leave a comment. If you like the vibe, please subscribe. But that is all I have for you. Please catch me on another one. Until then, I'm sending a lot of love, light, and of course, respect your way. Take good care. Bye-bye.